Now we've added some drivers, both to the XFS file system, but also drivers for the RAID file systems. If these are needed during the boot process, then we need to make sure that the initialization RAM FS has these. So let's make sure we update that. Let's quickly go back and just look at our configuration. So if I just run !cat, we're going to go through and cat out the mdadm.conf. And we can see then the configuration that we have. But just take a look at some of the notes towards the top of the file. It's asking me to update the initialization RAM FS if we make changes to this file. So we can obey those rules and do a sudo update and then init RAM FS and -u just to update it. We can authenticate if needs be, and then the system will go through and check to see if it needs to update anything in the initrd.img. In this case, I don't think there would have been anything that would have been necessary. The idea is for the initialization RAM disk is accessing our root file system. Once it can access the root file system, it can access drivers from there. And we weren't replacing the contents of our root file system with our RAID array or the XFS file system that we were using. But it's always a good idea to check to make sure everything will work.